Have you ever gone to the gym to do a 1 hour workout and ended up staying there for like 2 hours or more and not even having a good workout? Well, let me tell you, I've definitely been there. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can really try to stay more focused in the gym and a few tips on what helped me to not get distracted and just end up wasting a bunch of time and not even getting a good workout. Now, why is it important to stay focused in the gym? Well, it's important because obviously you don't want to be wasting time, and also when you're more focused, then you're going to be pushing harder during your sets, because if you're getting distracted, then you're not going to really be able to focus on your set. And not only that, but also like your form might break down and a whole lot of other things. And also, it's just a lot more fun when you're in a flow state and not constantly getting distracted by random things. Now, the biggest culprit to this, and I'm sure you probably already guessed it, but it's your phone, of course. And you don't want to be scrolling in between sets. And I have this friend that whenever I go to the gym with him, in between sets, he's just always like texting and on his phone. It's like, just try not to do that, because then it's just completely taking you out of the flow state, and the entire workout is just like kind of crappy and you're not really in the flow state, because it takes roughly like 10-15 minutes or so to get into a flow state. And so if every like 5 minutes you're just checking your phone, then you're never actually getting into it. You're just constantly breaking it. And also, chances are, if you're on your phone between sets, then you're gonna end up taking a lot longer rest than you need to, and you're just gonna be there for like 2 hours and waste a ton of time. Really, the only time that I'm on my phone in the gym is if I'm looking at my Google Sheets, like my workouts, to put in the reps and the weight and everything, or if I'm just changing the song. Like, that's pretty much it. And I'll definitely recommend putting your phone on Do Not Disturb when you go to the gym, because there's no reason that anyone can't wait like 1 hour for you to respond to them or anything like that. But yeah, and especially you don't want to be doing that during your time at the gym during your rest breaks. Another thing that can help stay focused is music. And with this, I kind of like to sort of pause the music during my rest and only play the music during my actual set, or like slightly before it. And the reason is because when I do this, it's like it's almost like you're kind of wasting the music if you're just listening to your rest break, because like there's no point really, other than just like the vibe in general, I guess. But really, like, if I play it only during my sets, then I'm using it productively, but also it makes the rest break kind of boring, so I'm not getting distracted at all, and I kind of just want to jump right into the next set. Especially if it's like a really hardcore song, I'm definitely not going to be listening to that during my rest break. Another thing is to probably try and get some earbuds that like actually stay in your ear and don't fall out, because mine, they're like pretty cheap and I've had them for more than a year, and they always like just start falling out and they're so loose. Like, I actually hate it. One time I was doing Skull Crushers, and midway through the set, I could feel it just start falling out. I was actually so pissed. It's like I can just barely feel them coming out, and then right at the end of the set, when I put the weights down, they fall off before I can like grab them. Alright, another thing is people, and obviously working out with friends is amazing and definitely has a lot of benefits, but at the same time it can be distracting a bit. And me personally, my gym is like right next to my school, so everyone kind of goes there like right after school, and I know like a lot of people in there usually. So sometimes when you're with a big group of friends, you're kind of just talking a lot and not really getting good sets in. And even when you go to do your set, they can sometimes distract you. And I found like usually a group of 3 or more, it just gets like too much at that point. I remember one time I was doing like a machine row, like a hammer strength row, and my friend was sitting like on like a railing, because we have a track in the gym and then like a railing. So he was sitting on the railing with his feet on the weights, like on the plates of the machine. My other friend's sitting on the machine, and I'm standing there with another friend, and we're just there for like 10 minutes straight just yapping. And not one of us did a single set, and we were just sitting there basically. Like, I pretty much already know if there's a group of more than 3 people, I'm probably not having the best workout. I mean, of course there's times where that can be really good, and obviously it's a lot more fun, but I'm saying in general, the quality of the workout, that's really what I care about, then I prefer like a little bit less people. Now, I think the ideal situation is if you're going with just one other person, so just 2 people total, because in that scenario, like, your partner could actually help you focus more, and keep you on track. And also it's not like too much where it's just distracting. I mean, everyone's different. Like some people might prefer a really big group, but for me, like if I'm really trying to just focus on getting a good workout, then I prefer slightly smaller group. Like it's fine to just talk between your sets, but when it comes to just you hanging out instead of working out, then at that point it's like, what are you doing? I mean, if you're just there to hang out, then that's totally fine, but I'm just saying. Another thing that helps me a lot is getting warmed up. And I mean that like literally warmed up. And the reason is because like it just helps you focus more, just gives you more energy, like you're sort of just moving better. So on Sundays, I have chest and back, right? And I remember one day I was taking the bus, and I live in Canada, so it's like pretty cold. And I was just taking the bus in the cold, right? And I was going kind of raw, like just with a t-shirt. But then once I got to the gym, it was like I was just really cold and stuff. And I went to do bench as my first exercise. I remember I just had like bad wrist pain. I was feeling super weak, no focus, like everything was just feeling off, right? Like you know that feeling when you're cold and you try to like work out, it's just not good, right? When you're warm, everything just moves better. You're just stronger and more like in the zone mentally as well. And of course, warming up is important for like injury prevention, also helps you get a good pump, all that. I don't know, for me especially, it's on the weekends, because on the weekends I work out like in the morning, but on weekdays I work out after school, so then I'm kind of already like warm. But for some reason I'm just always kind of cold in the mornings, and that does not help my workouts at all. So I'd recommend wearing like a hoodie or a jacket or something, and just kind of get like really warm, and then take it off once you're sort of started your workout. Also, another really good idea is doing like a small cardio warm up, maybe just like 5 to 10 minutes of cardio. Like for example, biking to the gym is a really good warm up. I used to do that a lot in the summer, but now in the winter I'm kind of just taking the bus, so I don't really get that. You already know I'm not about to get on the Stairmaster. No, I'm just kidding, but it would actually be a pretty good idea. And the last tip I have that really helps me is just moving quickly. And what I mean is like, for example, taking the weights on and off the bar, setting up the bench, grabbing the dumbbells, things like that. Because when you're moving slow, it's just like so much wasted time. And when you move quickly, get everything you need quickly, and like literally walk quickly, then there's nothing left to do but the actual set. You've done all that. And also it just saves time. The faster you move, the less time and less chances there are for you to get distracted. Now, the ideal situation would probably be to have a home gym, but then at the same time, if you're really into that life of just like solo grind and by yourself, like it can get a little depressing. And I'm definitely very grateful to have like a big community of people I know in the gym, but it's really just about moderating that to make sure you're also getting a good workout, because that's really what you're there for. But yeah, I hope some of those tips help you stay focused. And by the way, if you want a fully free customized workout program, then let me know in the comments or like email me, it's in the bio. But yeah, that's all for the video. I'll see you in the next one.